Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being with us here today. It's the 13th annual Gold Star Family Tree Event, the 13th. I'm Brigadier General Retired Tom Sullers, and it's a real pleasure to be here with you today. A little cooler than I'm used to in Florida, but the pleasure keeps me warm. So I'd like to just take a moment, and as I mentioned, it's the 13th annual Gold Star Tree Event. And we're here to share time with the families of the fallen and those that were lost on the battlefield and here at home. And it's an important time, but don't let it become so sobering that you don't enjoy each other's company. So take the time to make new friends and reacquaint yourselves with others. I'm going to take just a moment because I think I've got an important story to tell. I recently was in the state of Mississippi. I wasn't running from law enforcement or anything, but I was in Mississippi. And I was at the Mississippi State University, and I was talking to a group of veterans about service and what service means to them and other people here in America. And a young man, a reporter, came up to me and he asked me the strangest question I think I've ever been faced with in my life. And he said to me, "Why do soldiers fight?" You know, your immediate reaction is, well, our mission is to fight and win the nation's wars. But he wasn't asking that question. So I kind of described to him the reason a soldier fights is, I said, first off, a soldier doesn't fight because he hates what's in front of him. A soldier fights because he loves what, in fact, is behind him. His family, his friends, his country, his freedom. That's why a soldier fights. It's not about hate. It's about value. So as we talk about that, I say, a soldier always recognizes, it's not that bumper sticker you see on the car or the T-shirt, freedom isn't free. It's easy to describe that way, but soldiers understand the cost involved and the challenges of going into the service, the challenges of the commitment you make, and the cost of sacrifice. And, as I described that to him, and the young man, and he got a better understanding of that, I said, now go get a bumper sticker and buy a T-shirt. And now you can wear it with understanding and you can wear it with pride because you get it. Right? So I thought to myself, well, that's one, 344 million to go. I better get going. So I thought it was important to tell you that story today because it really had meaning to him, and I think it has meaning to all of us. And it is directly relatable to what we're doing here today. We're taking time to recognize the service and the sacrifice of patriots. Right? And what it means to their families, but what it means to us as a Commonwealth and a greater community. The value that they provide to citizenry is something that, frankly, we can never repay. So we appreciate that every day. And I appreciate the opportunity to be able to just tell you my little story, but know that we carry the memory and of the service and the sacrifice of the people we honor today. And we appreciate them, we appreciate the families, and we appreciate everything you do for our service members. So thank you very much. God bless the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. God bless you, the Gold Star families, and God bless the United States of America. At this time, I would ask that we please stand for the presentation of colors. It'll be presented by a joint color guard of Army, Marines, and Navy. Post the colors. this point, I'd ask the Gold Star representatives, please come forward for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now I'd please ask Ayla Brown to please come forward for a beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Another skill set I do not have.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Outstanding. Retire the colors. That was awesome, wasn't it? Please take your seats. Knock 'em out.
It's now my distinct honor to introduce Father William Bill Kennedy from St. Monica's Parish in South Boston. Father Bill Kennedy is a retired chaplain for the United States Navy and Marine Corps and an Iraq and Afghanistan veteran. Ladies and gentlemen, Father Bill Kennedy.
Let us pray. Almighty God, creator of all and giver of life, is in your presence and to console their family and friends. Ease the sense of loss and grief which can rise up during this special time of year. Grant us consolation and gratitude for the gift of the lives of those who now rest in your loving care. Amen.
We are honored today to have the family of Staff Sergeant Ray Torville, United States Marine Corps, here with us today. Please welcome forward Gold Star Father Ray Torville for a reading.
Good evening, everybody. It's an honor to be here. Unfortunately, I am here. I didn't want to be here. But I have to say it's very humbling to among all of you today to be here. I would like to share a few words about what Military Friends Foundation means to our family. When we suddenly lost our son Ray,
our world went dark. But in this darkness, we received a phone call from a foundation. In the matter of hours, military friends booked airline tickets for us to travel from Cape Cod to California to be with my son. I can't begin to express what this meant to our family, the peace and comfort in those darkest hours. Thank you to all who support this mission. You have given a priceless gift to our family. I have a little poem here. Missing you at Christmas. This is a little place within my heart that is with me every day, a place where all my memories are softly tucked away. And the perfect place in my grief for me to go, for words could not explain how very much I miss you so. And now that once again Christmas has come around, and it's where the sweetest memories and thoughts of you are found. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Tourville. I just want to say thank you to Mr. Tourville, his families that's here, and for sharing his remarks and carrying the legacy of Staff Sergeant Ray Tourville forward. Thank you so much. Our first speaker today is the Honorable Maura Healey. Governor, we sincerely thank you and the First Lady for being here today as we honor Gold Star families. We thank you for your leadership, including your continued focus on the Soldiers' Homes and, of course, the HERO Act, which not only addressed concerns of veterans, but truly improved benefits and recognition for Massachusetts Gold Star families. You and your team's presence here today is emblematic of your personal commitment to these families in this room and across the Commonwealth. We know that you remember that it is their sacrifice you remember today and every day. Ladies and gentlemen, the Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Maura Healey.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to begin this afternoon by thanking Ray. Joanna and I had the opportunity to meet Ray, to meet members of his family, to sit with new members of this Gold Star family. And it is true, it's not a club that anyone wishes to join. There are new family members joining this year. And as I look out at this wonderful crowd of people who I've come to know, some personally and others just see every year, I know that for the new families, you could not be in better company. And you should, as you feel you want to or inclined to, reach out, because no one will understand the shoes you walk in better than those folks. And you should know you're not alone. So thank you, Ray. Thank you to the new families who join us today. And thank you for the beautiful reading that you gave. Joanna and I are honored to be here with our Gold Star families this afternoon. During my time as Attorney General, and now this will be my second year as governor, I don't think that I've missed one of these. And, you know, I have the privilege of attending, and I have to say it's truly among the most meaningful and important things that we do throughout the course of the entire year. It's wonderful to be joined by so many others, including our treasurer, Deb Goldberg, who also never misses this, our auditor, Diana DiZoglio, who also never misses this, and probably could have sang the national anthem if Ayla, for some reason, who did a beautiful job, wasn't able to. General Keefe and members of the Massachusetts National Guard, we've got another birthday coming up for them, home to the National Guard right here in Massachusetts. Brigadier General Sellers, thank you for being here. It's not that cold. Yeah, wear a hat. But that story you shared with us was so poignant. It was beautiful, and I take that with me. Thank you, and thank you for all you do, you and everyone at the Military Friends Foundation. And thank you to our Secretary of Veterans Services, John Santiago, a veteran, a doctor, a dad twice over, and a person who's really been the architect of some of the wonderful changes that we've seen, including the HERO Act. And John, I thank you. I don't know an event where more state legislators show up than this one every year, and I'm probably going to risk oversetting some, but I will tell you that we have with us today Representative Wong, Senator Mike Rush, Representative Tom Stanley, Representative Vieira, Representative Zaros, of course, is here, Gold Star Dad, Representative Irina DeRosa, Leader Brad Jones, Senator Collins, Rep. Murray, Rep. McGonigal, Rep. Chan, Rep. Schmid, Rep. Howard, Rep. Cairns, Rep. Kasner, Rep. Armini, and Rep. Farley-Bouvier, among others. And we thank our legislators for the work you do in making sure we put those who serve and their families first. So this community, we know, is brought together by really, really hard circumstances, really, really hard challenges. The loss of someone who meant so much to you. And I know that loss is something that's felt every single day, of course, but I think it's especially hard at the holidays. We just came through Thanksgiving. We're waiting for Christmas, and you know, we've got Hanukkah in between. This is a hard time for a lot of families, and especially for families who are missing someone at the dining room table. There are heroes, and we celebrate them here, and we honor them in this building as we always have. But for you all, their fathers and mothers and sisters and brothers and aunts and uncles and cousins and grandchildren and so much more, I know that they are in your hearts and your minds every day of the year, as they should be. And that's what these photographs and ornaments represent. This is the Commonwealth's message to you and the Foundation's message to you, and thank you to all of our Gold Star families, our wives and moms especially, who work hard to organize this every year. That's what it's meant to represent, that we keep them close to our hearts as well, and we will always, as a state, remember their sacrifice and yours. They served and they made the ultimate sacrifice, and we owe them everything. As their loved ones, we also recognize that you served as well, and that wasn't easy, and your sacrifice now, unfortunately, is never ending. For that, we owe you our gratitude, and we certainly owe you our support. None of the blessings of liberty, none of the blessings of this holiday season would be possible without their service and yours and the service of others who have fought for our country, our freedoms, our family, and the things we hold dear. And I think in Massachusetts, where we're going to celebrate 250 years, this country was born in Massachusetts, essentially, and we're proud of that. And I think about the men and women who served and organized and sometimes unorganized militia and military going back. You know, it's very, very sacred to us here in the state. Just as you shared them with us through their service, we must also share in their remembrance. This is why we have ceremonies like the one we have today. This is why we also want to do everything we can to make veterans, service members, military families a priority through Secretary Santiago, through his team, through our partners in the legislature, through the treasurer and the auditor, and all of us in government. And it's also why my message is not to you all in this room, but to all you out there with cameras conveying a message out on live stream or perhaps later on the news. Well, we celebrate today and we recognize our Gold Star families. Let that be something that we do every day in this great Commonwealth of ours. And this afternoon, we'll be lighting the tree out front once it gets a little bit darker. Santa's in the house too, which is always, thank you for making the time. But as we leave this building today and the sun may be down, I know that I will say a prayer for our great state, for our great country, for our great Gold Star families, for those who are currently serving here and overseas. And also, it's an opportunity to tell those who are close to you, you love them. Tell your neighbors you love them. Be kind and good. Look after one another always in this holiday season. God bless you and God bless Massachusetts.
Thank you, Governor. Our next speaker has already been mentioned. The first Secretary of the Executive Office of Veteran Services in the history of the Commonwealth, Dr. John Santiago. Secretary Santiago, we're proud to have you here. Your team has been an incredible help helping us putting this together, but we want to thank you not only for coming to these as a fixture at every event in the Commonwealth, as it seems, but the work we do when we leave, as we know that these events, as important as they are, they're the beginning of our obligation to veterans and Gold Star families, not the beginning. And we know that you and your team know that and live that every day. Secretary Santiago, as the governor mentioned, is a veteran recently returning from Syria, U.S. Army Reserve doctor. Ladies and gentlemen, the Secretary of the Executive Office of Veteran Services, John Santiago.
It is such an incredible honor and privilege to be here with you all. And as much as I'd love to take credit for the work that we've done as an executive office of Veteran Services, Governor, it's been because of your vision and your passion for veterans. And from the very beginning, you've said to me and to my team, let's not forget the families. Right? And today really speaks to that. So I want to thank you for your vision, for your compassion, and to let you all know that today, because of her leadership and the leadership of people like Lieutenant Governor Driscoll, we are not just investing more in veteran services than we've ever had before, but we're engaging with more veterans day in, day out. And so I'm incredibly grateful for your leadership and that of the Lieutenant Governor. But we can't do this alone. I think the governor went through a whole list of people that are part of this important partnership, whether it's our fantastic treasurer, our auditor, our legislators, and our many stakeholders here. And I'm thinking about one in particular that really is really the force behind today's event, and that's Sarah Sweeney. I don't know where's Sarah at. Sarah's hiding back here somewhere. Sarah, come over here, please. Sarah was the first person I called when I got this appointment. She explained to me what is happening in the Commonwealth when it comes to our families, our veteran families, particularly our Gold Star families, right? And she introduced me to an amazing group of people that I'm happy to call family. Our Gold Star families, loved ones and spouses. And over the course of my almost 2 years here, I can tell you that every time I've connected with them, had lunch with them, called them. It's always been a learning lesson. And it's been an inspiring part of my 2 years here, just to watch your patience, your grit, your resilience. Some who've been part of this family group for a while, others that are relatively new. And I can promise you, as long as I'm here, we're committed to working with you, by you. And I know this particular season can be challenging, but rest assured, the service member that you may have lost is not in vain. We are working day in, day out to support you and your families. And as long as I'm here, you have my commitment that that will continue. And I think this particular occasion, it's my second one, it's a little bit more challenging. The Gallaghers are sitting right there, and I was just thinking about Jake's 2 kids and how the youngest one was 6 weeks a year ago. And now he's a little boy running around. And I think about my 2 sons, Raphael and Julian, are 2.5 and 1 month old, and just how lucky I am to be here. And the fact that Jake is no longer here with us, his memory will live on, and you have my confidence that he and the rest of the Gold Star families and those who may have been lost to, whether it's suicide, deployed across our seas, that they will never, ever be forgotten. So thank you all. God bless you, and God bless America.
One more time, thank you again, Dr. Santiago, Secretary Santiago, for your work. As you can tell, as the governor alluded to, or as said directly, it's a very well-attended event. And I think the reason for that seems obvious to maybe people that are in this room. But what I think we try to remember when at these events, participating in these events, is that it really is our privilege that you allow us to share this day with you. So I want to say thank you to the Gold Star families that are here today, first and foremost. What I'd like to do is mention some of the people that are not on our part of our speaking program, but that are here today, our honored guests, that we want to make sure that the families here really understand how broadly in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts they're respected. Earlier, the Pledge of Allegiance was led by Gold Star wife Peggy Griffin. Peggy, thank you for being here, along with Robin Abbott, Gold Star mother. With us also, retired Brigadier General John Driscoll is here with us today. Thank you. General Driscoll is now the civilian aide to the Chief of Staff of the Army, and he still made the time to come here today, so thank you very much, sir. Massachusetts, Brigadier General Joe Milano, President of the Union Oyster House and Honorary Consul to Thailand, and Major Michael Andrew Fish, Commander of the H&N Honorable. And you're going to hear us mention names as the day goes forward, because we really do think it's important that the families here understand that their support really matters. Putting these events on really matter because it shows, like I said, everyone comes together. But really, you see it tangibly in legislation and in services and attention here in the Commonwealth. So I want to say thank you to everybody, all the honored guests that are here today. Thank you. Now to the fun stuff. I'm proud to call forward the Victorian Carolers with "Oh Christmas Tree." believe his last time in the Senate. I'm old enough to remember when he got sworn in. Senator Walter Timilty, thank you for being here with us today. Former chair of the Veterans Committee, thank you very much, Senator. And Representative Marjorie Decker is here with us today. And Representative McGonigal, thank you for being here. And as we were introducing everybody, there's someone who you also see around the state everywhere, and we're lucky enough to have worked with her on many, many things. The Deputy Secretary of Veteran Services, Brigadier General Andrea Gale Bennett. And with us today, there are VSOs from across the Commonwealth that are here today. I really want to thank them for being here. First among them, MVSOA President Jason Main, the VSO for Leominster. Thank you for being here with us today. So, our next speaker is Treasurer and Receiver General Deb Goldberg. Among her many duties, she and her team has made the Veterans and Gold Star Family Bonus Division. I've been doing this 20 years. The gray hair didn't come easy. It has run the best it has ever been in my career. They reach out to families. They reach out to Gold Star families as VSOs. We hear from them if they don't get a hold of a family. They want us to see if we can contact them. They're really doing good work. Thank you for being here every year as well, Treasurer. Ladies and gentlemen, Treasurer Goldberg.
Steve, first of all, I want to thank all of you for giving me the applause, but honestly, it goes to the folks that run my Veterans Benefits Division, who are just remarkable, remarkable people. You know who you are. I'm pointing to you in the back of the room, but I won't embarrass you and say your name. But without the dedication and passion and caring that they have with going to their job every single day, it wouldn't get as well done. And it's because we are all driven by how we feel about the Gold Star families, about our veterans, about our service members. And this day is a tribute to all of you and all of those who cannot be here today, both out there working and in heaven. And so your sons, your daughters, to all of you and them who paid the ultimate sacrifice, so the rest of us can live free because of the sacrifices that all of these incredible heroes have been willing to make. You know, veterans and military families face unique challenges, and a lot of people out there in the world just don't get it. And it's amplified by the demands of a career in the armed services. It's not just the person, it's the families. It's the families. A military family has all committed to sacrificing in order to take care of the rest of us. And sadly, it's when they have to receive a payment after experiencing a heartbreaking tragedy. We are forever indebted to you and our fallen heroes. And this beautiful tree is such an incredible representation and a way to honor the fearless way your family members lived and died, sadly died. It's the most precious gift that any of us here can receive, is the sacrifice that they made. And I know this is an especially tough time of year. And I hope this ceremony helps, knowing just not myself, but everyone express how deeply we sincerely feel. Together, we will make sure that your loved one will never be forgotten. So I wish you a peaceful holiday season, comforted by happy memories of the one you lost, and filled with love from your friends and family who are surrounding you and embracing you today. May the memories of your beloved be a blessing for you forever. Thank you.
Our next speaker is the Adjutant General of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Army National Guard. Sorry, sir. Roger that, sir. I'll stay in my lane, sir. I just know what I'm doing. The Adjutant General continues to be a source of strength and compassion for our military families, most especially our Gold Star families. He knows and makes sure his soldiers and airmen know that we do not fight alone. Our families are there with us every step of the way, and it is that understanding that he brings to his support of Gold Star families, and the reason he is here every year. Ladies and gentlemen, the Adjutant General of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Major General Gary Keith.
Oh, no, please, thank you. Hey, first of all, good afternoon, and this event always really is, it just really gets to me. And as the governor, we were up earlier meeting some of the new Gold Star families who made it very clear, you know, it's a club that no one wants to belong to, but it really is. It's to me, it's an intimate gathering, and it really ties nicely into what the holiday season is all about. The important thing that we need to remember is when I look at the Gold Star community, the Gold Star spouses and parents, and many of who I've gotten to know over the years I've been lucky enough to be in this job, the story you hear about what their loved one did. And it's interesting, you know, right now, the United States military, and I say this over and over just to drive the point home, the United States military right now, less than 1/3 of a percentage point of our total population serves in the armed forces of the United States. So in 1986, when I became Lieutenant Keith, was 1/3 the size I am now, and my knees didn't crack and pop, almost 15% of the country served in the military. So now we're down to less than 0.5 percentage point. But I'm not worried, and I'm not worried, and here's why. And I talked about this a little bit upstairs. You know, first of all, we take an oath to a Constitution that came from the Constitution here in the Commonwealth, making all types of promises and ideals for any individual that wanted to embrace it. So one of the reasons I'm not worried is everything started in Massachusetts. And let's make it clear, you don't mess with anybody from Massachusetts. You don't. You know, you get other states out there like Texas, pound for pound, we will kick your butts. So first of all, we are pulling men and women from Massachusetts to support the Constitution of the nation. And I just am amazed that no matter what the call, what the mission, what the operation, or what the conflict is around the globe, these young men and women just keep coming. They raise their hand and take an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. And they do it. And I don't think a lot of people understand the words that are in that oath. You are willing to lay down your life for an ideal and a promise that this great nation makes for anyone who wants to be part of it. So as an officer and almost a 40-year veteran, I want to thank the families for doing the right thing, raising the right type of people, and just having the DNA in your family that they understood what's important about being part of something bigger than you and bigger than themselves, and supporting an ideal, and raising their right hand, having that big heart, and having the steel and the backbone to lay down their life for a dream That's what keeps this country great no matter what's going on around the world. We can always count on that we will have young men and young women willing to lay down their lives. So our charge and our promise to you as the Gold Star community, and we talked a little bit about this upstairs, there's so many great organizations throughout the country. But I think all would agree when it comes to what is at the top and what is sacred, it's the Gold Star community. Because without what your loved ones did, this nation doesn't exist. This experiment that is America ends. So I want to thank you for raising your children, your sons, your daughters, your husbands, your wives, brothers and sisters right. And whatever's in their DNA, we need more of it. And I promise to you, we will always make sure that we are telling the stories of the faces that are on that tree. So I wish you the best holiday season you can get. I hope you're surrounded by many, many memories of your loved one. And I don't care what your religion is. One of these days, we're all going to be together again. So thank you and happy holidays.
Thank you, sir. You know, we're very lucky here in Massachusetts. We have an awful lot of veterans who serve in the legislature. Some have served in places like Iraq, Afghanistan, and they bring that sensibility back to the legislature. None more supportive and frankly effective than our next speaker. Senator Mike Rush, Iraq veteran, still is in the Navy Reserves and brings that perspective to work every day. And veterans and Gold Star families are better for it. We're lucky to have him with us here today. Ladies and gentlemen, Senator Mike Rush.
Good afternoon. You do a little better than that. Good afternoon. All right. It is my highest honor to be here with you today on this both solemn ceremony where we celebrate and remember those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice, and those of you who continue each and every day to keep their memories alive. I'm here representing Chairman Velas and Chairman Cassidy from the Joint Committee on the Veterans Affairs. I do want to give out a few shout-outs because I would be remiss if I did not. But I want to thank you, a huge thank you to Sarah. Where's Sarah? She's unbelievable, isn't she? She really is incredible, and this is just an incredible event. I also want to just real quickly thank Brigadier General Sellers. I want to thank the Governor. Thank you, Governor, for all you do, your administration, helping veterans, Gold Star families. Secretary Santiago, our first Secretary of Veterans Affairs. He's doing an outstanding job. Treasurer Goldberg helps the veterans every day with the bonuses. Major General Keefe, Auditor DeZoglio, and all the legislators who are here. There are many, many legislators here, and it's important for you to know that, you know, we work, as it was mentioned earlier, as a team, trying to do the right thing for our veterans and their families, our Gold Star families, and it's really important. And it doesn't happen because the legislature's full of veterans. It's because you, the citizenry, have demanded that we take good care of you, as we should. We stand in hallowed ground here today. This hall was built in the 1880s for the purpose, if you look up to the left, of our returning soldiers from the Civil War. But the mural tells two stories, those who returned and those who did not. So we're in this hallowed space here today to remember both of those stories and the sacrifice and the service that has been made. and we are just honored to have you here. As mentioned, I have had the privilege of serving in the United States Navy for the past 30 years. I currently hold the rank of commander, but the greatest part of serving in the military is I have had the opportunity to present military honors at several thousand funerals over my career. And I did one yesterday. And I just think what's so telling and so important, and each and every one of you in this room are familiar with the terms, and I'll leave you with this. As we sound taps at graveside, the flag is folded and presented to the next of kin, and the words are said, on behalf of the President of the United States, the grateful nation, and a proud military, it is our privilege to present you this flag of our country in honor of your loved ones' faithful and dedicated service to the United States of America. Thank you for allowing me to be here with you today. I wish you all the best of a holiday season. God bless you all. God bless the United States of America.
Once again, it's my pleasure to call forward Ayla Brown for a musical selection. She's bringing somebody.
I'm bringing backup. Hi, everyone. This is my son, Brock. He is 6 months old, and we were told that we are the opening act for the First Lady. So it's not going to be just me. I'm going to ask maybe all of you to help sing along as well with Angels We Have Heard on High, at least the part that you know. So, angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Here we go. Gloria in excelsis Deo. We'll do one more verse. How about that? That was good. See him in a manger laid, whom the choirs of angels praise. Mary, Joseph, lend your aid, while our hearts in love we raise. Here we go. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Thank you so much.
One more time for Ayla Brown and her singing partner. At this point, we ask all the children here to come forward to join First Lady Joanna Lydgate around the tree as she and Santa lead a wonderful tradition here at the State House, the reading of the night, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Don't be shy, come on up.
I love that. Oh my gosh, the pillows are so great. Yeah, you guys can sit on the pillows if you want to. Or just hold it if it's cozy. Okay, I don't know if I can do it like the librarians do it in school, but I'm gonna try, okay? We're gonna see. Practice. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his courses they came, he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, I should have Santa do this part. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. Yep, look at it, there it is. It really is. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath, not this Santa. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings and turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. And I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
And now, the Victorian Carolers with Jingle Bells.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all day. Well, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all day. I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bride was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank, misfortune seized his lot. He got into a drifted bank, and then we got upset. Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all day. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all day. Now the ground is white, go with while you're young. Take the girls tonight and sing this sleighing song. Just get a bobtail nag, 240 for his speed. Then hitch him to an open sleigh and crack, he'll take the lead. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all day. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all day. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for these wonderful children, please. So, and we're going to let you off the hook and let you go back to your seats now. That's okay. Thanks. Take your books, and for any of you who didn't see it, they all received a Was the Night Before Christmas book. And I said, I want to say thank you to the children and the families for bringing them, echoing General Keefe. The families making sure that the children come to events like this. I think we've always known that you don't tell a child what's important, you show them, and you families are, the families here are, so thank you for doing what you do. And I again want to say thank you to First Lady Joanna Lydgate for really continuing this beautiful tradition. Thank you so much for everything. For continuing this tradition and really making a special moment for these children. Thank you so much. Thank you. So there's a couple that, have you heard I told you I was going to miss people. Well, one I missed was Governor's Counselor Marilyn Devaney, who I believe is still here, but she was leaving. She comes every year, so if we can just give her a round of applause, please, because she comes every year. Never misses. And I've been a couple other people already did it, but I'm not a fool, so I want to say thank you to my wife, Sarah, for putting all this stuff together. As usual, she's back there working. But because I want to cover hedge my bets with only 20 days left, Santa, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I would recommend anybody who's not sure if they're on the naughty or nice list, go talk to Santa before you get out of here, see how it goes. You only have 20 days to make it right. With that, I think this program has so many special moments, and this one, like no other, and it's really special with the families that are here every year. We thank you for allowing us to be a part of it. So at this point in the program, it's my honor, distinct honor, to call forward our Gold Star families to the right of the program, right of the podium on the tree side, to please come forward to share their name, rank, and hometown of their hero.
My son, Army Specialist Jason John Welch, Everett, Massachusetts, succumbed to PTSD July 7, 2017.
Charles J. Sabatier, Jr., hometown was Wellesley, U.S. Army, Vietnam, 2009.
My brother, Charles Albert Tavares, United States Navy, from Fall River, Massachusetts, Da Nang, Vietnam, 1969.
Hi, my name is Marianne Durkee, and I'm here for my father, John T. Mulhane, PFC, and he was from Brookline. And I want to take about 20 seconds to say something. I've tried to ask permission, and you know. I lost about 13 pages of the speech. No, joke. I just wanted to say, the pictures, to all the veterans, men and women, the veterans, do you remember during World War II, you took pictures, bare-chested, standing in a snowstorm, and I hear somebody laughing, he knows. Wearing, bare-chested and wearing shorts. They were amazing. I still get a kick out of looking at them from time to time. 2, you ate, slept, and played sports, looked out for each other, and cared for each other. Thanks for, I know every one of the Gold Star families thanks you for your service. It means so much to all of us. And let me say, you are the best of the best. We love you all. I salute you, and that's it. End of speech.
Kelly Durkee Irwin. I'm here for my grandfather, Mom's dad.
Senior Airman Stephen Como, West Springfield, Mass. Died by suicide July 12, 2020.
I'm here to honor my husband, Luciano Giuseppe Sforza, who died because of Agent Orange in Vietnam. I honor all of you who are here in my prayers this night, and it will never stop. I've written a poem, if you'd like to hear. It's called In the Name of God. How odd. War condoned, skull and bone. Hate your sister and your brother. Oh, you forgot the great mother. Garden of Eden, that is what we're needing. Become a caring nation, not part of the uncreation. Allah Buddha Christ, great mother, want humanity to love one another. Hate not for religion or the color of your skin. Look into the heart. The soul is within. Create, not destroy. Make the world a place filled with joy. It is not odd. It is a goddess and God. Create the balance that is true and love between me and you. God bless you all. May America last and the world become a place of peace. Thank you, my husband. Thank you, all of you who have lost. But you haven't lost. You've gained. God bless you.
I'm the son of a fallen veteran, Luciano J. Sposa, who kept to himself just last year. He never interacted because of what happened to him in his life. But seeing what you people do and how you connect, he was an angel. And I'm sure all of you know an angel as well. God bless you guys.
Linda Cafferty. My husband is Tom Cafferty. He was U.S. Army helicopter pilot, and he died in '03 of Agent Orange.
Hi, my son's name was Andrew Robert Bibbo. He was Petty Officer, second class, U.S. Navy, and he was from Clinton, Massachusetts.
Hello, my name is Margaret Rocher. My son is Jacob J. Orchard. He was a very good friend of Laurie's son, Andrew. He's from South Boston. He died in 2005 while he was still in training, so.
My son, James M. Wheeler, Petty Officer, second class, United States Navy, 1981 to 85. My son was exposed to toxins when he served repairing and maintaining nuclear submarines. That's what caused his illness, and it took his life. God bless him.
Sergeant Christopher Vars, U.S. Army, Korea, MIA, POW, KIA.
Richard Flippin, U.S. Marine Corps, Agent Orange from Vietnam, High Park, Massachusetts.
My name is Andy Jimenez. I lost my son Alex in 2007, missing in action in Iraq for 14 months. 14 months, I don't know what happened for my son. And I say, I never feel alone. Look, a lot of people together, like one family. That's why I'm here, and I believe in God. Thank you, God, for everything. Thank you, everybody.
My son, Staff Sergeant Jacob Michael Gallagher, Air Force, lost his life November 29th, 2023. He's from Pittsfield, Massachusetts.
My son, Jason T. Ariza, I Seaman, Petty Officer, second class, passed November 28th, 2003. He was 23, served 5.5 years, wanted nothing ever in life but to serve his country. God bless him and those that were lost on the George Washington, as well as those that continue to serve.
My daughter, Cindy M. and Deanna Kelsey Richards,
Ashland, Massachusetts, January 20, 2017. A life is so beautiful lived, and her heart so deeply loved. I miss her every day, and I love her always.
My son, Jeffrey Smith, Technical Sergeant, TSGT, died in 2018.
It's an honor to be here with all of you. We're here in remembrance of my son, Master of Arms, Petty Officer 3rd Class, Kyle Duffy, stationed in Naval Base, Guam, and we lost him this year on August 12th. We love you, Kyle.
I'm here for my husband, Captain Charles J. Savage, U.S. Army, flew the Cobra gunship. He was from South Boston.
I'm here with my mother and my husband and our 2 little ones, and I'm here for my baby brother, Andy J. Martinez, who we lost last December right after he turned 21. Love him. God bless him. All of our fallen heroes. God bless our great nation and everyone who defends her. Thank you.
I'm here to honor my husband, Richard Davis. He served in the Navy, DK-3. He was serving aboard the USS Okinawa during the Persian Gulf War and was exposed to toxins. He died of a service-connected disability due to his exposure to toxins, and we lost him in 2018.
I'm here representing my son, Daniel Lawrence Lavoisier, PFC, U.S. Army, Carver, Massachusetts, and his children, Callie, Gunnar, and Everett.
My husband, Lee Anthony Stanhope, Army, PTSD, and Agent Orange, 2006.
Hi, my husband's Tim Decker. He also died at PST too. Thank you.
My husband, Carl Red Briggs, U.S. Army, Vietnam, 69 to 71, died from Agent Orange in 2019.
We're here to honor my husband and Holland and Luca's dad and Stacy's son, IT Senior Chief Petty Officer Brian Hamill. He is such a proud Massachusetts son that he actually won an award for helping the satellites on the U.S. Constitution so he could listen to the Red Sox win the World Series. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm here to honor my son. He's from Worcester, Massachusetts, who died in 2007. He was killed in Germany. So we're here to honor him, and thank you all for letting us be here. This is our first love. And I don't like to call him. His name is Wayne J. Webb. He's, specialist. Yes. Thank you.
And I'd just like to say, everyone in this room, I am so sorry for your loss, but you know God is a good God, and he's with every one of us. And I thank him for where we are and how far we've come. And God bless everybody and our troops.
Hi, I'm stepmom Melida Arredondo. Alexander Scott Arredondo was killed in Najaf, Iraq in August 25th of 2004. Unfortunately, his brother, a Gold Star brother, Brian Arredondo, took his life on December 19th, 2011. Parents, Carlos Arredondo and Victoria Foley.
My husband, Donald Hart, second class petty officer, Navy CB CE2 from Wakefield, Mass. My uncle, George Cipriano, Korean War casualty from Malden, Mass.
My older brother, Specialist Matthew Polini from Rockland, Massachusetts, served 772 MP Company, was killed in Iraq January 22nd, 2009. It's in his name that I continue to serve for 16 years in the Massachusetts Army National Guard, and I'm proud to still serve in the unit that he was serving in when he was killed.
We are here to honor my grandfather, David L. Ward. He was in the Specialist 4th class. He served in the Army in Vietnam. Thank you.
My name is Diane Hooks Harrison. My husband was James Harrison, served in the Army, died 2017, and he's from Springfield, Massachusetts.
My boy, Lance Corporal Shane Matthew Cabino from Franklin, Mass. He was 19. He was KIA in Al-Qama, Iraq, by a roadside bomb.
My husband, Sergeant Robert Lee Brown, United States Marine Corps, Callie's grandfather, passed away July 25th, 2013 from the effects of Agent Orange.
My husband, Master Gunnery Sergeant Ed Mishazik, United States Marine Corps, retired, passed away November 2015, served in Vietnam.
My son, Sergeant Michael Chesna, Weymouth, Massachusetts, United States Army.
My son, Jason Evans Martin, private second class, Randolph, Massachusetts.
My husband, Lee Tarantino, from East Bridgewater, Mass. He was a Radium 3, served in the Coast Guard in Vietnam, 69 to 70. Passed away March 2017. Thank you.
I'm here for my husband, Private Norman Labonte from Brookfield, Mass. He died of the effects of Agent Orange, and also for my brother, Private Robert Hawking, who also died of the effects of Agent Orange. He's from Northborough, Massachusetts.
My name is Irene Finneral. I'm from Lowell, Mass. Originally from Southie. I lost my son George Scotty Finral. He was 21 years old. He was an aviation machinist mate, and he passed in a helicopter crash in Operation Desert Storm. Also, my husband, U.S. Air Force, George Mickey Finral, Korean War veteran.
For my husbands, Bernard Patrick Battles, Gunnery Sergeant in the United States Marine Corps, out of Springfield, Mass. Chief Petty Officer Michael Andrew Connors, Coast Guard, out of Chicopee, Mass. Thank you.
For my husband, E5 Richard Dennehy, United States Navy, served in Vietnam 1968-69, died of Agent Orange in 1996.
My name is Maria Souza from Andover, Massachusetts, and I'm here to honor my husband, Sergeant Eugene Souza, and he was in Vietnam. He died 67, 68, and he died from Agent Orange in 1992. I miss him so much, and is every day he's with us, and he's. Thank you all.
We love you, Uncle Gene.
We love you, Uncle Gene.
And thank you to all the veterans and families.
Hi, we are the Torville family. We're from Sandwich, Massachusetts. We're here for Staff Sergeant Raymond G. Torville. He was part of the United States Marine Corps. He passed away September 15th, 2024, due to mental health and PTSD. Thank you.
My brother, Corporal William F. Bronson, Jr. He was a U.S. Marine, and he was wounded in March 9th, 1968, the wounds that would eventually take his life. When I have a chance to talk about him, I usually do this. I have a saying, although it's been over 50 years, it may hurt less often, but it never hurts less. Thank you.
My husband, Specialist 5th Class William J. Canan from Air, Massachusetts, died on active duty January 8th, 1969.
My husband, Philip Waltman, Air Rescue in the Air Force, died of Agent Orange and other complications because of that.
Good afternoon. We're here today to honor our son, Army Specialist Antonio Javier Serracos. He was adopted from Paraguay as a 3-year-old child, and we're very proud that he grew up to want to serve the country that gave him a second chance for a nice life. We love and miss him every single day. We also would like to honor our beloved uncle, whom I never met, Tech Sergeant Paul M. Stevens, who was killed in action at the Battle of the Bulge in January 1945. Thank you very much for coming today.
My dad, Marine Master Sergeant John J. McMorrow Jr., Millis.
I am sorry for all our losses, but I'm here to remember my late husband, Sergeant Francis Russell McAuliffe, USMC, who passed from Agent Orange complications.
I'm here to honor my brother, Lance Corporal Edward Teddy Johnson from Charlestown. He was killed in Vietnam on August 27, 1967.
My dad, Sergeant Daniel P. Thompson, United States Marine Corps, Vietnam, 1999, Norton, Massachusetts.
I'm here to honor my nephew Jason John Welch, Specialist, and I'm the proud sister of Robin Abbott. This is my 4th, 5th, 6th time here, and I've never done this before. So I'd like to honor my nephew, who was like my brother. I called him my brofru. LTFOOY.
Hi, my name's Sarah. I came with my mom, Linda. We're here for my dad, who passed away from Agent Orange in 2006.
Falmouth, Massachusetts, 5 July. This doesn't get easier. 2023. United States Army Sergeant Joshua Owen Tipton. My best friend, my brother, my hero.
I'm Linda Jean McQuinn Garin. My father was John Michael McQuinn. He was killed in the Battle of Pusan, Korea, September 4th, 1950. Also, I'd like to share with you that I went to Washington, D.C. for the anniversary of 71 years of the Korean War. And at that time, the Korean government added every name on the wall of every lost soldier from that war. Thank you.
Hello, I'm here to honor my son, Staff Sergeant and firefighter, Kevin James O'Boyle. Kevin was a firefighter in Salem, Massachusetts, and Cambridge, Massachusetts. He served with the 82nd Airborne and the 182nd National Guard. Sadly, he came home with memories that haunted him, and we lost him to invisible wounds in August of 2013. Please know I honor him daily, and I honor you, and I shall take with me today the names of your loved ones. Bless you all.
I'm here to honor my husband, James Richard Rippey. He was a Vietnam veteran in the Army, and he died of Agent Orange complications in 2003.
Sergeant First Class Russell Smith died in Iraq, 1991, the last day of the war.
My son,
United States Marine Corporal Nicholas G. Exaros, 2nd Battalion, 8th Marines, killed in combat. Operation Strike of the Sword, July 23rd, 2009. God bless you, Nick. We miss you.